First of all, I want to thank the panel. Thank you for being here today and discussing U.S. Economic competitiveness, especially with respect to China. I'm particularly focused on ensuring that we're competing and winning at every single level of our economy. That means both in attracting and retaining talent in STEM and technology innovation, including AI, as well as making sure that America's manufacturing sector remains the best in the world by obviously first off supporting a strong workforce on the shop room floor, but also just making sure we're making things in our country. I don't believe you can really be a great country unless you actually make things, and which is why manufacturing is absolutely essential to that. One example of this dual competitiveness imperative, I believe, is autonomous vehicles. That technology represents the future for mobility in the auto industry. And if the U.S. is going to be a leader in the future of the automotive industry, we have to find ways to not only develop autonomous vehicle technology here in America, but we actually have to manufacture it here in America and deploy it in our country as well. That's why I've worked long on legislation to ensure that America can manufacture this cutting-edge technology so we don't lose the race with China. China is investing massive amounts of money in this technology. Many believe this technology represents, in some ways, the moonshot for artificial intelligence because of the complexity of it. And I don't want to be in a position where we're playing catch-up for years like we are, or we have been in areas like semiconductor chips. So, Madam Secretary, Secretary Raimondo, my question is for you. How is the Department of Commerce working to ensure that its strategy on economic competitiveness, particularly with China, reflects strong support not only for just research and development and innovation, but actually the making of things and manufacturing with American workers here in the United States?
Thank you, Senator. Good afternoon. I wholeheartedly agree that we need to get back into the business of making more things in America. And as my colleagues know, no one believes that more than President Biden. And so we are doing a number of things ensuring that we can rejuvenate our manufacturing sector. First and foremost is the CHIPS Act. Obviously, will create hundreds of thousands of manufacturing jobs. This budget calls for increased investments in the Manufacturing Extension Partnership, which will provide technical assistance to small manufacturers, which is the majority of manufacturers, even in Michigan. I know big auto, but all the small suppliers. MEP will help them to become more digitized, to do training, et cetera. We're also investing a great deal of money in job training and apprenticeship initiatives with a focus on manufacturing. So in the interest of time, I'll simply say we took our eye off the ball as a country on manufacturing. We thought we could, in search of cheap labor, outsource everything. And now we have problems in our supply chain. We're overly dependent, and it's a national security risk. And so we have to improve that. The final thing I'll say is this. In the budget that we propose, we are asking for additional funding to establish a supply chain office at the Commerce Department so that we can be in the business of proactively monitoring and predicting supply chain challenges before they happen and not just be reactive, and that will be immensely helpful to us to rejuvenate manufacturing.
Thank you.